What's up, everybody? It's your favorite Three Horns, favorite nerd. Yeah, a little Land Before Time reference for you jokers. Anyway, this is their Slag. I don't know what his Toyworld name is, but Toyworld made him, so that's all that counts, right? He comes with this accessory. It's kind of standard issue for these guys. 2 pieces of black plastic put together with the translucent piece that looks silly at the end of it. If you like them, it's par for the course. If you don't like them, like myself, it's also par for the course. Lots of chromey bits per usual. The gold looks good. The eyes aren't really as striking as a lot of the other ones have been, but they're there. And these are extremely long and pointy, and I think they're almost too long, to be honest with you. But there they are, and the rest of them looks good. Articulation-wise, the head has a little like up and down motion, but it does start to destroy the sculpt due to transformation, and then the jaw does go down to here. These swivel, but it is a tight fit, I'm guessing because they didn't account for the chrome when tolerancing it. The rest of it looks good. Shape-wise, metallic blue, red, and green look good per usual. The gold looks fine, and it looks good on the toes as well. Articulation-wise, that little red paint on the circle, nice touch. Big fan of little stuff like that. They're on a universal joint here, so you get out to there, into there, ratcheted front and back. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow for the hand, and I'm guessing for the elbow, for the paw or whatever it is, hoof, and then a little bit of a toe tilt. The back side is on a ball joint that hinges out, so you can actually cheat it a little bit and get what you need out of it. No ankle tilts or rockers for these guys, and I mean for this guy on these limbs, and that kind of sucks because it's hard to get it to stand and look good without just having it on all four straight away, which is fine also, but just saying. You also get the bicep swivel here, and then the knee, and then the little toe tilt as well. Tail, nothing, and that's him. The chrome looks good. It looks good. We're gonna look at them all together at the end of this, and I think it's gonna turn out okay. I should also add, while these are pointy, they're not specifically dainty. Shout out to Joe KW. He let me hold this piece, and when I dropped, he got jammed up in the packaging when I went to open him up, and I had to kind of like force him out of the styrofoam because of these bits here. And it fell, and I was really scared for a minute. Ow. Please don't be broken, 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 please don't be broken. Oh, thank God. Thank God. But as you can see, it turned out fine. That was a dramatization of it, but it wasn't much unlike that. Size comparison wise, I'll put them next to Scoria. Just to, you know what I mean? People hate on this thing. I don't know why. My Scoria is good. I know some people's had issues, but good grief, that's a lot of toy. Do you know what I'm saying? So, perspective. Snarl and sludge. So I think that those three do look good together, and then you know how I feel about the swoop. But I feel like those three do look right. It looks appropriate. I can get behind it. I'm into it. All right, let's transform this beast. This whole assembly slides open, and then it allows you to kick these feet back. Open the tail. Kick these feet back, and then once you have it to here, you gotta take these, wrap them around, and then there's I think, yeah, these split, and then they come back up. And so this piece here, there's like this piece here. It's on a hinge, so it wants to get it wants to get in your way, is what it wants to do. So you just have to kind of work with her. And then close that back together. Yeah. And then same on the other side. That's not good. Let's tab that back in. Sorry, Joe, this is on loan to me. And now all of you are thinking to yourself, I'm never going to let that guy borrow anything. But this joint here is jammed up a little bit. Okay, so I got it now. Bring that back around. Open this up here. And this piece is obnoxious. But you just kind of gotta work with her the best you can. And I'm just gonna leave it like that. It rotates better, but I don't want to put too much. There we go. There. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna get it done. Apparently. I'm not sure what this does here, but we'll go ahead and leave this down. And that's the bottom part of him done. So collapse the midsection and open up his wings here. This is very, like, kind of a character thing. I think it's important for him to have those. And then rock this whole assembly down. And then get the arms done, which is really just flipping out these hands. And you can use the toes as leverage. And then rotate these down, and it brings this red piece down, which is a bit of a gift and a curse, because if you don't want to hold it, you got to kind of hold it to work this. But I mean, it looks cool, so it gets a pass, I guess. But it is a little obnoxious. It's a cool idea. It's just a little weird. All right, and then bring this head down and rotate. You can bring that frill up and then rotate the head back. And then this tabs in there. And there you go. There he is. And not bad looking. Light piping. Not the best, but not the worst. Works okay. The head itself is on a ball joint and gets pretty good up. Not so much down, and then the swivel's intact. Red paint and silver paint on the face looks fine. Black paint there, black plastic there. Not a lot of paint on this chest, which is unfortunate. The universal joints on the shoulders are there, but I've already told you because of the transformation it does get a little obnoxious. And then there's like a double hinge here. So the back heel actually kind of gets in the way of it a bit, but if you rotate the arm out and then up, you can get it, but you're not going to get it straight away because it kind of gets in its own way, a taste. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, getting everything you could want. Wrist swivel, fingers are on a single pin at the base knuckle, that's all good. Same for the other side. And waist swivel on some sort of weird half-fast ratchet, to be honest with you. Silver paint in there, that looks fine. Universal joints for the hips, soft ratchet, hard ratchet. Gets up to there, so no problems. Out to there, no problems. And thigh swivel is right above the knee, not a lick of paint on the thighs. Knees are double jointed, but you really only end up using one, really. But it still gets you 90 degrees, so it's fine. Foot, you get a kind of a, it'll get the foot assembly, but you get a rocker here so that it looks fine. It's just right here at the toe. and then the tilt is there as well. So articulation wise, he's pretty good. Let's see how he does with his accessory. Holds it like a champ, no problems there. I don't see a sword, unless this is some sort of sword that I just can't figure out. It is. Ooh. So here's another accessory. And that tabs together. It's like a... Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I've got it wrong or something, but... They're kind of weird. But he holds them okay. And that's pretty much him in a nutshell. Size comparison wise, there he is with a Masterpiece car, a modern day Deluxe, and a modern day Voyager. And I think, like, he's slightly taller than a modern day Voyager. I still, once again, I think this is a good sized piece to have as a Dinobot for your Chug collection. If you're going for a G1 aesthetic, I still think it's a pretty decent choice. Final thoughts wise, there's not a lot of bad going on here. I gotta be honest with you. My main complaints are there's a fair amount of kibble. I'm not even upset about the wings. I kind of feel like that's a Slag thing. The head takes up a lot of real estate, but you gotta have the head go somewhere. Maybe if they didn't make this so wide, it wouldn't seem so in your face. And then the stuff hanging off his calves, I'm not a huge fan of that, but that's my only real gripe, is that he doesn't clean up especially well. Outside of that, it's pretty good. Yeah, I could use a little bit more love and paint on the thighs and stuff. Yeah, I could use a little bit more love in the accessories. But I gotta be honest with you, that's a pretty good Slag. The articulation is there, the paint where it is applied, which is most places, especially in Dino mode, is there. The transformation is fun. It's enjoyable. It's the little part with the feet can become a little irritating, but it's not a big deal. Overall, it's pretty fun to mess with. This has kind of been my argument from day one. Like, I wasn't in on this set because I'm more of a Masterpiece scale collector, and the Fanstoys is what I want, and then I'm getting the Gigapower because I'm an idiot. Because I need to have more, because I have addiction issues. I can't have one of nothing, apparently. But if I was to go in on a Chug collection, I probably would go for the more G1 aesthetic, and maybe I would. I don't know. But I gotta say, this is a pretty good Slag. It kind of works across the board. Dino mode is cool. It's good, and then robot mode it works. It's just, it works. I wish I could say it wasn't good, but it is pretty good. Not that I wish I could say it wasn't good. It's just it's more fun to kind of talk trash. But this is a hard one to do it to, because it's a pretty well made figure. It's fun. It's fun to mess with. It's posable. It's good. So if you're going for a Chug set of Dinobots and you want that G1 aesthetic, I'd go this route. If you're going for that Chug set of Dinobots and you want a more modern uptake, I still say go with the G Creations. But G Creations is having a hard time getting stuff out, and these are done. So we'll be looking at Grimlock, and then we'll be looking at them combined. But yeah, so far I've really enjoyed 3 out of 4 of these. So on to Grimlock next. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.